Can you hear me now? I think it's working now. Like, dude, not Discord, OBS is acting up today. Like, first my game was like didn't have any audio, and then my mic didn't have any audio, and I didn't do anything. I just reopened OBS. Like, I'm even a little afraid that it's not recording the audio, but I guess it is. Yeah, hello everyone, welcome back to 109 Last Defense Academy. The game has been opened for 2 days. This screen is burned into my Switch screen. Like, if I turn it off, the screen still remains at this point. I mean, that's not true, because I've mostly been in the main menu of the Switch so that I don't hear this music 24/7. But yeah, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about this, so let me mute the audio just for a while and take off my headphones so I don't listen to this while I'm talking. Okay, so last time we defeated Pakron, we fought Valagarzo too, we had a couple battles, but I feel like most interestingly, I feel like the only thing worthy of note from last session is that Dadomi found a certain diary-esque book in the library that related someone fighting an immortal murderer or something like that, someone that killed all of their friends, and of course Dadomi got extremely, like, excited by that, because it's something that hints to a killing game. And here's something I've been thinking ever since I left the session the other time. Like, I don't know why this hadn't crossed my mind, but Dadomi has been extremely absent as of late. She didn't come to listen to Nigo's last words recorded because of her quote-unquote blood pressure. She didn't come to the battle with Valagarzo and Zenshin because she didn't answer the door. And the last time we saw her, I'm pretty sure, was when we were in the library and she showed us the book. So you know what would be crazy, and I think what the likeliest option is for the person in the parallel leap suit to be? It's probably Dadomi. I think Dadomi is getting extremely fed up with us just abandoning the killing game route, essentially, so that she is literally becoming the murderer to try and rile things up. And here's like the really interesting thing about this. Let's not forget that Takumi is possessed by a Gi. So if we have Dadomi being a murderer and Takumi slowly but surely becoming one because of the Gi, we can have some interesting parallels between the two, and I almost wonder if there is gonna be a choice at the very end of the route where we're gonna choose if we let Dadomi kill us, or if we choose to kill Dadomi. Right? I feel like that would be a very interesting development, and honestly, when you think about it, everything sort of makes sense, because who else could it be on that suit? The only problem with that theory is, how would Dadomi know about the suits? Right? That's like the one thing. But she was in the library. Maybe she found like a book pointing to the suits, or maybe somehow she found it just by accident while wandering around. I don't know. Like that, I feel like that part is irrelevant for the most part. I just believe that Dadomi is the most likely person inside that suit. Like, at least that's like the one thing that makes sense to me. Because she would want a killing game to get started, even if she has to become a murderer. So I do think that's my running theory going on. I think that's Dadomi. And judging by the fact that this is Dadomi, I do not want to kick this attacker. I want to dodge the attack. Because I don't want her to be kicked into the Undying Flames, and then like we unmask it and we figured out it was Dadomi. Well, we probably wouldn't even figure out. Well, to be honest, the suit is impenetrable to Cryptoglobin, so let's just kick her. Let's just kick her. I forgot the suit is impenetrable to Cryptoglobin, so the Undying Flames are not gonna scorch her. This is gonna be fun. I'm extremely excited by this route. Keeping the attacker in sight, I adjusted my balance. I let my momentum carry me forward and kicked her leg as hard as I could.
How'd you like that?
The figure in the suit lurched and fell, the power saw clattering to the ground. What a kick, seriously. Totally not the kick I was expecting. I thought he was gonna kick her in the chest or something. I didn't waste any time. I grabbed the weapon and brandished it in front of me. Oh god, this is not a cryptoglobin weapon, so it can very well hurt her.
Now it's my turn.
Okay, is Darumi literally gonna finally use her voice? I raised the deadly spinning blades and brought them down on my attacker. She's gonna be like, please, Takumi, no. But, like, I feel like it's more likely for Darumi to just stay silent and let the killing game start. Like, let Takumi kill her. So, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Only for them to dodge out of the way at the last second.
You won't get away!
Oh my god, we just did the switcheroo, dude. They were sprinting away in the opposite direction now. I tightened my grip on the power saw and ran after them. Takumi about to be conducted by football team. Dude, Xanta is gonna so be a part of that team. She's just gonna be the ball. I couldn't afford to let them escape. I took my eyes off them for even a second. They'd melt into the darkness and I'd be at their mercy again.
I won't let that happen.
The power saw was weighing me down though. I'd never catch up like this. There was only one thing to do. Whoever this person was, I had to stop them. I tossed the power saw into a nearby bush and broke into a sprint. My chest was tight from how hard I was pushing myself. My legs were so tired they were practically numb. But I didn't stop. I couldn't give up now. I cleared my mind and ran. Little by little, I was catching up to my quarry. A few feet more and I'd be right on top of them.
Huh? Where did they go?
Then I saw them. They were running toward the Academy's main entrance with a sense of definite purpose. Dude, it's definitely Darumi. It's so Darumi. That's not good. I put on a last desperate burst of speed, but it wasn't enough. They got ahead of me and made it through the doorway. Damn it. No, dude. Fucking... it's so Darumi. Like, 100% Darumi. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Futurum FC has sent him a mail. Oh, wow. Damn it. No. In the darkness, I hadn't noticed where they were going until it was too late. Now, thanks to my carelessness, the school's safety has been compromised. Bro, this is gonna be so sick, because now, like, the entire plot is gonna revolve about there being a murderer inside the school. And Darumi is gonna show up later, like, wow, Takumi, what's the ruckus? And it's gonna be like, Darumi, watch out, there's a guy inside the school. And she's gonna be, well, do you mean a murderer? Oh, God, it's good. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Because, like, I don't think Darumi actually wanted to kill anybody. I think she just wanted to... like, you see what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense, but I feel like Darumi just wanted to place the seed of the killing game, not necessarily kill anyone. It's possible she even staged the whole thing about Takumi waking up in the biolab and Hiruka being there too. And she just pretended she was gonna kill her and pretended she was gonna kill Takumi, all for the reason to, like, enter the academy, make Takumi see her enter the academy as the suited person, so that Takumi believes there's a murderer afoot. So that everyone becomes sus. By the way, off-top question. Takagi Sumino or Takumi Sugin? Honestly, it actually fits the second name, but only if you pronounce it the way they pronounce it in the dub, because it's like Sumino, not Sumino, but they pronounce it as Sumino. So I guess Takumi Sugino is the better one. I mean both of them actually, Takugi and Sugino. I don't know, man. I have to hurry. I ran into the school, following the strange figure's footsteps. I hadn't given up on catching them yet. Where is Darumi? Dude, Darumi's so gonna show up. The person in the black suit continued to run around the school. They moved confidently, almost like they already knew their way around. Yeah, absolutely. Just where are they going anyway? I was still having trouble closing the distance between us. Then they turned a corner, and I lost sight of them. Where did they go? No one answered my question. The only sound in the lonely hallway was my own voice echoing. They can't have gone far. I need to keep this up, or else they'll escape completely. I checked every hallway, every classroom, every locker I could find, but the mystery assailant wasn't in any of them. I wonder if Ato's body's still in the red classroom. They'd probably use the cover of darkness to slip out the school and notice. Nah, they're still very much in the school, and they're named Dadamiya Memia. That, or they were still lying in wait somewhere. I continued my systematic search until I arrived at the boys' bathroom on the second floor. The window was wide open, and there were muddy footprints all around it. Whoa, okay. They must have escaped through here. That's the only thing that makes sense. Who in the world was that? More importantly, is Hiroko okay? What about the others? I turned to leave and go check. Is the room with the capsules locked in this route, or is it open already? It's open from the very beginning of the game. It's literally open from day 2. Like, Dadami, like, it's on the second day of the first timeline where you go around exploring the academy. The leisure lounge, the gift-o-matic room, wait, is the leisure lounge open? I actually don't remember, but I do remember that being one of the very first rooms in the game. Because I remember Dadami finding it and being like, oh, look at those. I turned to leave and go check. They go there so rarely that I forgot about that room, yeah. Only thing of notes, the only 2 things of note that ever happened there were Ato being locked up there instead of the courtyard in the story lock route, and fucking, oh my god, I just blanked out. There was another, oh yeah, Takumi getting drugged by the 2 sponsor suits in the Killing Game route. I turned to leave and go check. Yeah, exactly. That's the one I was blanking on. Oh, Takumi, your mind is getting fuzzy. But all of a sudden, I felt like the inside of my head was getting turned inside out. And then I blacked out abruptly and completely, as if a plug had been pulled somewhere in my mind. Interesting. Very interesting way to put it. Day 17. Ava is on day 25, so let's look out for that.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 17th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy!
Also, I realized that my microphone is desynced with the game, just like slightly. I was like watching back some segments of last stream the other day, and I noticed that my prepare to spend another day sections are desynced with Siri. Like, I feel like I need to add more of a delay to the audio. I don't know if this would fix it. Like, I'm gonna try doing that. Okay, you tell me if this is synced up.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
How is that? Like, perfectly synced in my opinion? Okay. I'll trust you. Because I know that it wasn't on Wednesday. Oh my god, I lost my glasses. My consciousness slowly but surely drifted back from the dark depths that it had fallen into. Also, you fell asleep, like, in the boys' bathroom or next to the boys' bathroom. Why are you awake in your very room? what the fuck is going on? And also, it's very interesting that they explain this as it seemed like a plug had been pulled somewhere in my mind, because that implies that this entire thing was like some sort of simulation or whatever the fuck, and then someone just turned off the simulation and he never left his bed in the first place. So that makes me a little sus. I don't think that's what's happening, but certainly the way it's phrased makes me think of that at the very least. Because otherwise, like, who carried him to the biolab in the first place and who carried him back to his room? Is it a situation where he actually, like, the Gi took over and he wasn't aware of him just going around places, right? It's possible. I opened my eyes and found myself looking up at a familiar ceiling. It's my room. I remember now. Last night, Hiriko was attacked by someone in a weird suit in the biolab. I chased after the attacker, but I lost him, and then I blacked out. Wait a minute. If I passed out, how did I get back here? I don't remember a thing. Did someone carry me here? And come to think of it, yeah, who carried you to the biolab in the first place? Oh, okay, yeah, that's probably more important. Hiriko, is she okay? Did anyone else get attacked? I reflexively sprang out of bed, but then... Ow! The moment I tried to move, a sharp pain shot through my entire body. I guess I did push myself pretty hard last night. I even jumped out of a second floor window. Seriously, flashbacks to the multiple Atos route. I don't think I broke any bones, but it still hurts. Looking in the mirror, I was covered in cuts and bruises. It was no wonder moving around hurt so much. Even so, I couldn't just stay put and recuperate. There were too many questions that needed answering. I fought through the pain and made my way to the cafeteria. Oh, I forgot to lower the volume. You silly sauce, you didn't warn me. It was too loud. Okay, there we go. Lower the volume of the game, I mean. There's our girl Darmi, conveniently appearing right after the encounter with the murderer. Oh my god, no, I shook. I hate this. No. God, I hate choking on water. So much. Oh my god. Arriving at the cafeteria, I did a quick head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 13. God fucking damn it. 13 and me makes 14. We're all here. Even Hiriko, the one I've been most worried about, looked fine. Seeing them all here eating breakfast like nothing was wrong, I heaved a sigh of relief. Thank goodness everyone's okay.
Hey!
Morning, Takumi. What's the matter? You look all out of breath. Well, wait, don't you guys know what happened last night? Didn't Hiriko tell you? Hiriko does not remember. She was so cum-brained at that biolab scene. It's like, I honestly don't think she remembers it. Huh? Something happened last night? Did they really not know? How could they not have noticed already? Oh my god, Punta. You know what's crazy? What if that Hiriko we found in the biolab was actually a Hiriko from another timeline that left here, and then Darumi saw her, stole her suit, and then ran around in that suit. So now technically we have 2 Hirikos in this timeline. And this is the original Hiriko? That was my first guess. Yeah, I didn't think of that until now. Oh, because that explains why. That explains how Darumi was able to find the suit. Oh, I like that. I like that. Me like he.
Huh?
Moko, can you get everyone together for me when breakfast is over? You seem real serious about this. Alright, leave it to me. In the meantime, you should eat too. And try to relax a little, okay, hon? Sure, thank you. I left the rest to Moko and tried to not panic as I wolfed down some food. A little later, everyone gathered around the table at Moko's prompting. Is this going to take long? I think I'm heading for a sugar crush. That's what you get from putting a ton of chocolate and ice cream on top of your done booty. Do you wanting to talk to us about something, Takumi? Yes, it's about last night. I got right into it and began explaining what happened, but something wasn't right. Hideko already disappeared. Bro, they've been hinting at that for a while. Like last session there was a moment where they were like, Hideko always slips out without you noticing. Maybe she's a lone wolf type or something like that. And maybe, bro, is Hideko like, bro, okay. Okay. Listen. What if because there's two Hidekos, she's like switching between taking the physical place of one and the other. Like, let's say there's two Hidekos. There's one that's here. There's one at second to last Defense Academy. For example, like that's not what's happening, but just to illustrate what I mean. Like at set intervals of time, one of them materializes and the other disappears, and then when the other materializes, the first one disappears. I wouldn't be surprised if she'd cooperate with her other self. That's also very possible. I mean, if anyone's gonna cooperate with Hideko, it's gotta be Hideko. But also, there's that one Hideko that dropped the killer Kako in another timeline, so I don't know if she would cooperate with that one. Oh man, like I actually don't know. But I don't know if you know what I meant. Like if there's two Hidekos, they just keep phasing in and out. Because maybe there can't be two of the same person in the same timeline. So they keep phasing in and out. Like, that's definitely something we're going to explain better in the Starluck 1. The thing about this game is that we still haven't brought up the time loop and the time looping shenanigans. And we don't really know if two people can exist in the same timeline. Two of the same people. That's what bugs me in this. If we knew that information, this would be a lot easier. I got right into it and began explaining what happened, but something wasn't right. Hey, where's Hideko? Wasn't she here a moment ago? Hey! Oh yeah, she said she wasn't feeling well, so she went back to her room. Okay, never mind. Huh? Just forget everything I said. Being around a disgusting tardigrade like me probably made her queasy. That could be a problem. Without her, I can't...
What, can't get off? Did you get bored of harassing Nozomi and found another girl to set your grubby little hands on?
Please, Karada.
How many innocent maidens will you corrupt before you're satisfied?
How indecent, and yet how intriguing. I demand you tell me more. Sure, thank you, Hushka. What are you guys talking about? Anyway, that's not the point. I'd prefer to have Hideko around so she can back up my story, but I can't exactly go and drag her back here. There's nothing I can do about it. I'll just have to do the best I can on my own. Alright, it's a long story, but here goes. I recounted the events of the previous night, so far as my memory of them would allow. Naturally, I started with this strange figure who attacked Hideko with the power saw. From there, I talked about how we both jumped out of the biolab window, me chasing the attacker after they lost their weapon, only for me to lose sight of them. They're not gonna believe that story. The others listened in open-mouthed amazement. They probably didn't know whether to believe me or write the whole thing off as a fever dream. Huh? That just about covers it. Are you serious? All that really happened last night.
hold on, I need a minute to take all this in. My brain kind of short-circuited after you brought in the maniac with the power saw.
I don't get what's going on either. That's why I wanted Hideko here, so she could fill us in. Damn, how the hell did none of the rest of us realize all that was going on? Ima's not gonna believe you jumping from the second floor. I was thinking of something else actually, Ponte. I feel like we have no evidence for that. It's probably a stupid idea. I was gonna say that what if the whole event last night was what if Takumi was experiencing the visions of a Takumi of another timeline? But then I just remembered, technically there's no other timeline where this could happen. I guess story luck 1. Because like that would explain why he just woke up in bed later. Nobody cared to him. He was like there all along, and everything he got was like a vision of another timeline, of something that would happen in another timeline. Do you know what I'm saying? Kind of like what Hideko experiences. She experiences fragments of events from other timelines. But I feel like, yeah, interesting idea, but I feel like we have no other evidence for that in any other timeline. So I feel like, I don't think that's what's happening, but could explain a bunch of things.
Huh? The biolab's walls have surprisingly good soundproofing for some reason. You did a good job making it through this ordeal alive, Mr. Sumino.
I wonder if the soundproofing was deliberately done by Yugamu so that he could torture people in there.
Yeah, you're a total champ, Takumi.
It's kind of scary though. Just imagine what might have happened to Hideko if you hadn't been there.
Even if this maniac had made mincemeat out of her, we could have just fed it into the revival manic to bring her back.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Don't talk about her like she's a sausage filling. Besides, there's a limit to what the machine can do.
I mean, as long as you have cryptoglobin, it can recover you from pretty much anything.
But what were you doing in the biolab at that hour, Takumi? How can you not remember?
I can only assume you were drugged or sleepwalking.
Yep, or you saw a vision from another timeline.
If you're not making all this up, that is.
What, you think I'm the one who attacked Hideko?
I'm just speaking hypothetically. Honestly, I don't see how attacking our teammates would benefit you, so I'm not entertaining the idea too seriously.
We won't be able to say anything for sure until I get Hideko's side of the story. Maybe it was some kind of shape-shifting enemy. I mean, there's no one else in the school apart from us.
Nah, the alarm would have gone off if it was. And the invaders would show up in huge swarms. Not one at a time.
Then, does that mean the attacker was one of us?
Oh, Datomi's gonna come.
No, that can't be. But we've already been getting threats. What if even more freaky stuff starts happening after this?
Just like that, the whole room seemed to frost over. Everybody looked uneasy except Datomi.
Hold on a minute. I didn't mean to make it sound like that.
But now the possibility's out there. You can't deny it. Not unless we all have solid alibis, or if we catch the real maniac.
So there really is a traitor among us? There is always only one truth, which means, who was it exactly?
This isn't good. At this rate, everyone's going to start getting paranoid. What can I say to calm them down? Is this gonna be a choice? But before I could think of anything, hello, Datomi. Yeah. Datomi, she's gonna so calm, dude. She's gonna come so hard. Datomi, who had been silent throughout the conversation, suddenly began to tremble all over. Yep. Yeah, which you yourself orchestrated, girl.
There's a murderer in our midst, a notorious serial killer. This is the kind of twist I've been waiting for.
It was like a dam had suddenly burst. One way to put it. That could be a great metaphor for coming. Donomi's deranged laughter filled the room.
A serial killer hiding in a group of students. Only someone with a severely unsound mind would
Come up with something like that. Shoutouts to Kazutaka Kadaka, dude. I'm not gonna say anything further.
Threatening messages, serial killers, power soul maniacs. I can't take this.
This is so cool. Let's go crazy and start killing each other.
Maybe we should let Miss Amamia handle the killer. Honestly, interesting idea.
You know, fight fire with fire. Or in this case, maniac with maniac.
If we need a sacrifice, I'll volunteer. But I might be so useless even the killer won't waste time on me.
So we're just assuming all this stuff about a killer is true now? I can't keep up.
Guys, please, let's not get paranoid. But from now on, if you have to walk alone at night, be careful.
Might be a good idea to keep our infusers with us too. Then we'll be ready to fight back if the killer tries anything.
I'm gonna go see what I can do about fixing the biolab window. It'll be a good chance to investigate the scene too.
Thanks, sorry for the trouble. I'll go see how Hiruko's doing. I'll let you guys know if I find out anything new. Everyone nodded in agreement and the meeting broke up. First of all, I need to talk to Hiruko. She said she's not feeling well, but hopefully it's nothing serious. Investigation theme starts playing. Ah, fuck, that was hype. Just as I was about to leave the cafeteria. Hey. Darumi, you're still here?
Seems like that diary was the real deal after all, huh? Don't worry, Takumi. I won't say a thing. It's our little secret.
Laughing creepily to herself, Darumi skipped out of the cafeteria. I hadn't mentioned that old diary to anyone either. It wasn't exactly a credible source, and I didn't want to risk making everyone even more paranoid. Anyway, I really need to go talk to Hiruko. I pulled myself together and made my way to the dorm rooms on the roof. It's possible even Darumi made up the diary. Like, if she wanted to orchestrate this entire thing, it's possible she even made it up to convince Takumi. No good, huh? I rang Hiruko's doorbell, but there was no reply. It didn't sound like anyone was moving around inside either. I was reaching toward the bell to ring again, but thought better of it. Oh my god. Oh man, dude, it's so interesting because I see so many ways that this route could go from. I'm sorry for like pausing the game to just talk about this, but like, brother, I just love Darumi as a character because there's so many cool things you can do with her because she's so interesting. Like, I just thought of a possible way for this route to go. What if Darumi faked the diary, right? What if Darumi just made that up so that she could convince Takumi that a killing game was gonna brew, and then she did the entire thing with the parallel suit or whatever the fuck, and it was all her doing. And remember what the diary said? It was like, it was an immortal killer. I try to kill them, but they so many times, but they keep coming back, and they killed all my friends. I don't want to die, right? So none of those things seem like something Darumi would say. But what if the twist is that she creates this killing game for us, and then the Gi inside Takumi awakens, and then Takumi becomes an immortal killer, right? And then like Darumi starts experiencing all of her friends dying and not being able to kill Takumi, and it's like it actually creeps her out for the first time. She actually gets scared of the killing game, and then everything she wrote in the diary like comes back to bite her in the ass. Like, oh god, that would be an insane piece of writing if they're able to pull something off like that. That would be beautiful. That would probably be what I would do if I were writing this. She's probably sleeping. I feel bad for disturbing her. After the events of last night, I was still pretty worried, but I decided to leave Yuriko be for now. It's possible she's also not here. I'll ask her later. I still got plenty to do in the meantime. Reluctantly, I turned away and left to attend to other matters. I already knew where my next stop was going to be. This is where I chased the killer around last night. At the time, it had been too dark for me to make out very much, but I had a general idea of where to go. Can you find the power saw you tossed in a bush?
Huh?
It should be right around here. I think that's what you're looking for. I began to rummage around in the grass and shrubs, searching for something I'd left behind last night, yeah. It took me a while, but eventually I found it.
Ah.
Here it is. Okay, do we have anything interesting about this saw? It doesn't look like a medical saw. It really just looks like a mechanic saw. Looks like the one in Payday 2. Honestly, now that you mention it, yeah. That's all the interesting thing I have. It doesn't look like a medical saw. It looks like something you would have at a garage or a metal shop. Maybe that's where they got it from. Like to mess with machines and metal. Maybe like a saw for wood cutting. Possibly. I can't just leave this lying around here. I better put it somewhere safe. Hefting up the power saw, I carried it back to the school. I wonder if Tsubasa recognizes it. Okay, should be good here for now. The metal shop seemed like as good a hiding place as any. It was already full of guns and landmines and other lethal-looking objects. Yeah, it just feels like it's the place where you'd find this power saw in the beginning, like, to begin with. I set the power saw down in a corner of the room and stared at it for a moment. Up close, these blades look even bigger and more deadly. I'm glad I didn't get hit. Whoever that had been brandishing this at me and Hideko, they were definitely out to kill us. Interesting that you're highlighting the word kill, because Yugamo said that whoever wrote the message in the blackboard had a strange passion and lust for the word kill. But why? What motive could they possibly have had? Yeah, that's the one thing that I cannot explain, because, okay, if we assume that this is a gi, whoever is in the suit is a gi, it can't be the same sponsor from the Killing Game route, because we assume that one is Kako, and she was only brought there after day 24. So, like, this is out of the question, theoretically. So, what the fuck? I don't think that's a gi. I think the only possibility is that that is Darumi, and she was brewing a Killing Game intentionally. I should probably go over the whole incident again. Starts climax reenactment. I'll tell the others I've stashed the power saw in here next time we're all together. Closing the metal shop door behind me, I left and went back to my room. Okay. Free time. Back in my room, I collapsed onto my bed, exhausted. Looking at the clock, I realized half of the day was gone already. I knew I ought to be using this downtime wisely to prepare for our next battle. But I couldn't motivate myself to do any of that today. I still have 3 major mysteries to solve. How did you get back to your room? What, like, who is the person in the suit? And what their motivations are, I assume. The first was what had happened last night. What was I doing in the biolab with no memory of how I got there? Why was Hideko being attacked? The second was the person in the strange black suit. And the third is their motivations, yeah. I had no idea who they were, what they were doing there, or why. And the third, okay, what is the third then? My gaze, oh, okay, makes sense. My gaze slowly traveled to my desk. I hadn't looked at that strange diary again since putting it away. Let me guess, it's not gonna be there? It couldn't be, could it? I got up from my bed, opened the desk drawer, and took out the old notebook. Okay, never mind. This thing still creeps me out. What kind of deranged person had written these illegible words and scribbled this picture of the killer? Looking at it gave me a weird, sickly feeling inside, like I was being drawn into the madness on the page.
That was the signal that the killing was about to begin. And now we're all going to...
Darumi's crazed words welled up in the back of my mind. Are the threatening messages in this diary really connected somehow? Darumi made them connected. I wanted to dismiss it all as a meaningless series of pranks, but I still had doubts I couldn't quite dismiss. Those seeds of suspicion were starting to grow, threatening to choke me from the inside. Toon toon.
Up and Adam troops!
Time to rise and shine!
Get ready for your 18th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day
Enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy. Up and at them, nice one. I woke up to the usual morning announcement and slowly got out of bed. I didn't get a chance to talk to Hideko yesterday. I'll have to track her down today at some point. But first, I should go to the cafeteria. I need to tell the others about the power I saw. I saw. When I arrived, everyone was already there, including Hideko? Everyone except Hideko, okay. I waited and waited, but she didn't show. In the end, I told the rest of the team that I'd stashed the power saw in the metal shop for now, and left. Well, I feel a little calmer in here. I wonder why. I wonder if you feel a little calmer because you see water, and water is where frogs usually, like, live next to, so... Interesting. I needed a change of scenery and found myself visiting the leisure lounge. There's no one here. That's too bad. I was in the mood to talk to someone. Dude, please, like, just show me Darumi in a swimsuit. Like, is that too much to ask? I wasn't really sure what to do, so I sat on a chair by the side of the pool and gazed at the water for a while. Is he literally gonna go on a frog tangent, bro? I swear to Christ. Suddenly, I got an unpleasant, twisty feeling in my stomach. Oh my god. Why am I... Oh my... I love how I saw it coming from a million miles ahead. Oh my god. Why am I so hungry? I just ate a few minutes ago. What's going on with my stomach? My appetite seems to come and go a lot lately. I reached out for a bottle of water in hopes of quelling my hunger pangs. And as I did... Hello? Hideko? Oh. Hideko! A surprised, troubled expression crossed her face. She must not have expected to find me here. I thought I'd finally get to talk to her, but as soon as she saw me, she turned around and began walking away. Hey, wait! I ran after Hideko and grabbed her, wrapping a hand around one of her long, slender arms. Let me go. Sorry, but I can't right now. I need to talk to you, Hideko. I have nothing to say to you. Hideko looked away, refusing to meet my eye. She was acting so strange, and I had no idea why. Are you feeling better? I heard you were sick yesterday. Anyway, I wanted to talk about a few nights ago, when you were attacked in the biolab. Do you remember that person with the power saw, right? Where did they come from? What happened that night? Can you let go of me now? You're going to leave a mark. Oh, sorry. I realized I've been holding on to her really hard and let go, but I couldn't let her leave just yet. I shifted around and blocked her path to the door. I've already told you I have nothing to say to you. Stop wasting my time and move aside. Why are you acting like this? Is there some reason you can't tell me? I wonder if telling you will change the timeline and that's why she's not doing it. Jesus Christ, I'm late again. I mean, basically, welcome by the way. Basically, all you missed is me going on and on tangents about how I think Darumi was the person in the suit, and she could have very well orchestrated that for the sake of starting the killing game. The thing that I cannot explain is how she got the suit, and why is Hideko acting so weird. I feel like the best explanation I got is that initially there was a Hideko from another timeline that left here in that suit. Darumi saw her, took the suit, and that's why there was not unconscious, but like a half-dazed Hideko in a biolab, and Darumi was the one with the power saw all along, and she could have, like, for all we know, she could be she's the most likely one because she's mimicking what the story of the diary told. And then I just sort of went on and on about some ways that this route could end, because of course we have Takumi being deified, so theoretically we would have two murderers in our midst, and it could go in interesting ways in terms of writing, because they could bring a certain relationship between Darumi and Takumi in that sort of killing intent that the two of them have in one way or another. So yeah, that's pretty much like what you missed in terms of my theory crafting. Please, just leave me alone. Hideko, what are you? Is she gonna like literally somersault you? Before I could say anything else, Hideko shoved me aside, knocking me off balance. Okay. Ow, ow, ow! I fell on my butt with a painful thud. That girl really didn't want to talk to me. First time talking to me. I got to my feet and go after her, but she was already gone. Hideko, why? I had no idea what was going on with her. And there's also this like sudden disappearance of Hideko. Like, I've talked about it a little bit. It's possible there's two Hidekos in this timeline. And there might be a thing where, I don't think that's what's happening, but there might be a thing where, like, if there's two Hidekos, when one of them materializes, the other one phases out. So, like, Hideko's literally phasing in and out of existence as her other one does the opposite. I don't know if that makes any sense. Because we don't know, like, that's the thing. We still don't know what happens if two of the same people, like, are in the same timeline. Does one of them disappear? Does one of them go unconscious? For all we know, Takumi did go unconscious in the killing game route, matching the time where he time leapt with Hideko on Starlock 1. So it could be just unconscious, or it could be a situation where he literally fucking disappeared. Like, we don't actually know. And that's what makes this difficult to like, understand what's happening to Hideko. Why wouldn't she tell me what happened? Why was she avoiding me all of a sudden? I didn't know, but one thing was clear. Hideko was hiding something. I can't just give up. I need to find out the truth. I wouldn't get anything out of Yuriko the way she was now, but there was plenty of other stuff I could investigate. I decided to clear my mind by looking around somewhere else. Alright. Vibrators to Kyoshika.
The atmosphere is getting more and more tense, just the way I like it.
Choo-choo. Choo, 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 choo. Ah, man, I'm so sad that Darumi does not like the vibrator.
You have made my day, Sir Takumi. Am I right to interpret this as a marriage proposal?
I wonder if something happens when you complete all of their free time events. Because Kyoshika's the only one that's left.
You have made my day, Sir Takumi. Am I right to interpret this as a marriage proposal?
Alright, here we go.
Let us speak of great things today, Sir Takumi. Do you wish to know the type of swords person I aspire to become? It is my cherished goal to become the world's best, nay, history's greatest swordswoman with my holy Jumanji sword at my side.
I fucking can't deal with it, dude. She's gonna have a total of 15 vibrators by the end of this.
How do I tend to achieve that? Not simply by tallying up victories and defeats,
But by bettering your technique itself?
but by wielding my blade of justice for the weak and becoming a force for peace in the world.
Okay. But I can respect that.
Hence, the current situation is the chance of a lifetime for me. When I banish evil in this war and leave behind a record of my glorious deeds,
Oh my god.
someone will surely turn it into manga.
Of course, you... Kyo, oh my god, dude.
And then, in time,
Oh my
an
god.
anime studio will pick it up. I shall become a swordswoman whose story will live on forevermore.
That's great.
With that in mind, I've already shortlisted the names of potential voice actors.
Oh my god, dude. I swear to Christ, if they like literally name dropped her original Japanese VA, it's gonna be so funny. Okay, no. That's funny. That's great. Of course, Kyoshika. Oh, fuck it, of course. I think my headphones are about to die. They keep switching your stream. What?
Howdy, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Just watch it on speaker, bro. Have some balls.
Huh?
Why you don't want me moaning so that everyone else can hear it? I didn't get to talk to Hiriko today either. There's just so much I don't know about that girl. I never really got to know her the first time around. In the school? Yeah, dude. Just spread the gospel. Hopefully this time she'll open up to me and we'll all make it through this alive. No, not just hopefully. I'll definitely make that happen. Great idea. Yeah. I encourage you to do that, especially when I'm voicing Kyoshika.
Up and out of troops, time to rise and shine!
Whenever I'm talking like this, Sir Takumi, go harder! Please go harder! I'm almost there! Ah!
for your 19th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Wait, 19? Well, that's a good round number. A real milestone if ever I heard one. In honor of the occasion, I've prepared...
Nothing.
I've unlocked some new facilities. Feel free to check out the garage on the first floor and the library on the second.
Oh, let me check something. Is Kotaro Uchikochi's birthday on that date? Hold on. Kotaro Uchikochi. Hold on. Nah, it's November 17. Never mind. I still don't know why Siri has this date in mind.
The VR machine in the trading room's been updated too. All part of the service.
You fucking
Be
deal
sure
with
to
it.
sharpen up your skills, allow your creativity to bloom, and slaughter the vile invaders more efficiently than ever.
The obnoxious morning announcement played just like it always did. Knowing that the person who had recorded those announcements was gone now made it feel a little uncanny though. What's the idea of making the 19th a milestone day anyway? All that good round number stuff made no sense. When did this game come out? Like, I don't think that's what it's referencing. 100 line release date? No, that was April 24th. I don't know. Wait, didn't I say that last time too? Yes, you did, Takami. I think I even checked some birthdays. April 16, no, September. We need to look for September. Nah, 25. Yeah, I have literally 0 ideas. Shaking off the haze that lingered around my thoughts, I got out of bed. Speaking of the library, I've got some business there today. But first, I better have breakfast. Time to go to the cafeteria. I stepped into the cafeteria and grabbed some food. For a second, my eyes met Hidiko's from across the room. Huh? Oh. Bro, what the fuck is going on between these two? Like, is Hideko unable to interact with Takumi because it's gonna diverge the timeline? Or is this the Hideko from another timeline who got her suit robbed and she, like, what the fuck is happening? I actually don't know. There was a moment of silence and then she turned away. She refused to even look in my direction after that. Sheesh, guess she's still avoiding me. Sighing inwardly, I turned my attention back to my food. When I was done, I made my way to the library. Huh? I think Dadami found it somewhere around here. I stood in front of the library stacks, thinking back to the day Dadami and I found the strange diary. I assume she has no reason to talk to Takumi if she knows he's possessed by a gi. I don't think that's necessarily it. I think it's more like she seems like unusually concerned, and if Takumi indeed was possessed by a gi, she would have maybe told someone about it. It doesn't explain her disappearances in like groups. Why would she disappear in groups? Right? Like, she disappeared in groups. But then I don't see why she wouldn't talk to him. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It doesn't make sense why that would be the case if she disappears in groups too. Like, she took a while to show up for the battle with Valagarzo and Zanshin. And we were even bringing it up, how she, like, disappears out of the blue in the cafeteria too a few times. It's like, I don't know what the fuck she's up to. But I don't think that's it. I feel like it's more likely that she's a Hiroko from another timeline who's trying to avoid contact with anyone as much as possible, because that's why she holed up in her room. Like, she's trying to avoid contact with anyone because she doesn't want to interfere with the events of this timeline. I think. I still don't completely buy that it has anything to do with what was going on here, but it was worth taking another look at what was here. There might be some kind of clue. That should make sense. Yeah, that's like my best theory, honestly. And right now, I needed all the information I could get. I ran a finger along the spines of the books, then began pulling them out one by one. My movements got faster, more frantic. I kept going until I'd emptied the entire shelf. Are you gonna find the book about the geese? How long did I spend doing that? I completely lost track of time in my desperate search. But eventually, I found something that made me stop and take notice. Oh, it's a similar book. Okay. Very old. I wonder if this is the Book of the Geese. What's this? I lifted up a beaten out volume with a hardcover. It had caught my attention for a simple reason. There wasn't any writing on it. The front cover, the back cover, and the spine were all completely blank. I was like, that was one of the things I was thinking, actually. Okay. That implies that there is a very high possibility that Darami just found a notebook like that, created all the writing and the scribble of the killer just to show it to Takumi, to make Takumi convinced that something could happen related to that book, and then she took it upon herself to take Hideko time-leaping suit, and she orchestrated the entire thing, and the whole point was to lure Takumi into the academy so that Takumi would believe there was a killer inside the academy. The killing game would brew, suspicion would start to arise, and we would all get into the mood of the killing game, but then that's gonna backfire on her later because Takumi actually has a gi inside of him, so he's eventually gonna become the killer, and then Darami maybe will regret it, possibly, potentially, maybe after seeing all her friends dying and she not being able to kill Takumi because Takumi is immortal. Like, honestly, that just, when you put it like that, it all seems to fit. So that would be like how I would write this if I were writing it, but I don't know what they're cooking. I looked in the back to see if there was any publication info there. Publication on the blank book. But the least few pages had rotted and crumbled away.
Huh?
Must be really old. I gently opened it to the title page to be greeted by the only text I'd seen so far, which is the history of the school. Oh boy. Oh, I like this. That's crazy. I find that really interesting. Okay. The letters were faded and old-fashioned, but I could still read them okay. Come to think of it, aside from the basics, I actually knew remarkably little about this academy. It's because I never thought there was too much to know about it. Like, I assumed the entire extent of this academy was, okay, so because Shion wanted to live in an environment where he could relate to people and sort of live as close to a normal life as possible, they designed the entire operation headquarters as a school so that he would feel that sense of companionship amongst his friends. I thought that was all there was to know about it. I didn't think there was actually anything more to that. Maybe it's actually talking about another school, which I don't know what that would be, but okay. And with both Siri and Eagle gone, there wasn't anybody I could ask about it. It's not something I've thought about very much, but this isn't exactly your run-of-the-mill school. I turned the pages, getting a whiff of the musty paper smell that only really old books develop. I like that smell. I actually love that smell. I have a few old books here, namely the Digital Devil Story Megami Tensei books, which are extremely rare. Yeah, and I love sniffing them. There was no publication date anywhere, so I had no way of knowing how old it was exactly. I flicked through the pages at random until... Huh? I caught a glimpse of some troubling text. Let me guess. Leave the academy now or I'll kill you. Wait, what was the message again? I forgot. It was something along those lines. Did I see that right? I went back to the page in question, and sure enough, there it was. Okay. Okay. Huh. Have you tasted them? Not yet. What the fuck, dude? Notes on the serial murder incidents. My heart skipped I have no idea what to make of this. Like, my mind is immediately going to a million places of people, like, writing on this diary. Like, what if... this sounds so stupid. But what if someone writes on that diary from another timeline, and then, like, the writing shows up here on this one. It's like a link between the time. I feel like that's so stupid. I don't think that's it. But, like, it's one thing that floated on my mind. What if other people are coming from other timelines and coming here? And what if, like, what if this thing is immune to the time loop? What if this diary is immune to the time loop? Whatever you write in here will be true for the next time loop that happens. So, like, it will remain here. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. Is this a book regarding another game? You mean Assassination Classroom? My heart skipped a beat. A trail of cold sweat ran down my back as I began to read the passage. Okay, boys, I need to go pee. I can't read this with the urge to pee. Hold on. All right. I'm back. A trail of cold sweat ran down my back as I began to read the passage. No, dude, I was messing with you. I know what you're talking about. It detailed a series of ghastly murders that took place at the academy sometime in the past. That is... what the fuck, dude? They started suddenly one day without warning. Dude, this is the mystery route. This is the mystery route. Dude, they're like detailing the mystery route. Oh my god. Wait, a mysterious figure appeared in the school and started picking off students one after another. Wait, but that makes no sense because X was not killing people. What? A mysterious figure appeared in the school and started picking off students one after another. Clad in a strange black suit, the killer used bladed weapons like saws and hatchets to massacre the... Okay, that's not consistent with the killing game, with the mystery route. Okay, I have no idea. Black suit, though. Definitely sponsor. Bladed weapons, though. What the fuck is going on here? Some students rallied together to try and fight back, but they were all mercilessly cut down. The next day, the academy was sealed off from the outside world. The students prepared to mourn the friends they had lost. Falsely hyped to me. I falsely hyped to myself, dude. It happens so often in this game. But then the killer came back. Once again, they mowed down student after student, bathing the school in blood. Cries of pain, fear, and hatred echoed throughout the grounds as the students' short lives came to an abrupt, violent end. And then, just like before, the killer disappeared without a trace. Well, we know someone who's been disappearing without a trace. No one knew how they got in to begin with, although some thought they may have passed themselves off as one of the surviving students. Interesting. No one ever got a definitive answer, and the nightmare still wasn't over. And again, the killer would appear seemingly out of nowhere, slaughter a handful of students, then disappear again. Okay. Naturally, there were attempts to fight back, but none of them achieved anything. It was as if they were dealing with an unkillable demon. Even now, the killer still stalks these halls, awaiting the time for another massacre. Huh. Do you have any guesses, Ponta? Why, like, about the nature of this book? Like, the thing is, these books are written in such a way that it makes you almost certain that it has something to do with the students, right? It makes you think, oh my god, did Takumi write this? Did someone from this SDU write this? It's like the thing that the game wants you to think, which makes me think it's so obvious that it has something to do with us that it probably has nothing to do with us. It's probably detailing a completely different academy, if I were to guess. But then, if it isn't, then how do we even explain this? I feel like it really is one of those things where we need to understand what the time loop is about. It seems so convenient that we found out only about this only now. I mean, yeah. Yeah, very much. I don't know, dude. We do... Okay, here's the thing. First Defense Academy. That would be crazy. I mean, if we think about it, Darumi is someone who has so many crazy ideas for killing games. Like, that was one of her very first free time events, and her dream is to, like, finally get to one day where she makes, like, a really cool video game about it or something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if she went through all the trouble to write and make up this entire story to trick us. But I also don't think that's what's happening. Yo, how's it going today? Hey, Xquit, what's up, dude? Doing well. I'm super late today because I was watching Wing's practice stream before GDQ. When is GDQ for Wing? Oh my god, I need to know. I need to, like, write that on my schedule. Do you know when it's gonna be? Like, what day? Because I don't want to miss that. I want to be there. I definitely want to be there. Tomorrow? Okay. That actually works out good for me. Because tomorrow I don't think I have anything to do. It just doesn't sound realistic. Although, I guess it's not the craziest thing in the world.
Hey, we're basically immortal too. It's not that weird.
I found myself thinking back to the strange diary again. Could it have been written by one of the students who survived these attacks? I mean, that's the natural assumption. The information in the old book and the diary matched up a little too well for it to be coincidence. But the part about the killer still hiding out somewhere in the school, that couldn't be true, could it? Could they have been the one who wrote the threatening message that started all of this? It's possible. It's very possible. No, wait, I shouldn't jump to conclusions. Let's see if there's anything else. I took a deep breath and went back to reading the school history. For the next few hours, I immersed myself in the urban legends and reports of other strange incidents that had supposedly occurred in years long past. Interesting. I now sent you the message on the event made by Wing with the global timestamp. Okay, let me check. When is that for me? What if it's like 3 a.m.? It's gonna be really funny. Oh, okay, it's, wait. It's today. It's today for me. It's at 8 p.m. Ooh, that's gonna, I'm probably gonna lurk there, but I'm gonna be doing something with art, so for that time. Or maybe like it'll end exactly at the time I start my thing with art, so yeah. Just send it as a reminder for you. No, thank you, I appreciate it. For me and X-Code, it's tomorrow because it's 1 a.m. You still eat sauces in your time zones. Alright, I think that should do it. I closed the cover with a sigh, having skimmed through most of what the book had to offer. It covered a wide variety of topics, but it all sounded like things made up for fun rather than describing events that actually happened. The stuff about the serial killer is the only part that feels like it might be important. I don't know if it has anything to do with the Power Cell maniac I saw, but it's worth thinking about, yeah. I'll take this book with me for now. If Tatami finds it, it'll only fuel her morbid fantasies. It was already dark out. I'd spent the better part of the day reading. I tucked the book under my shirt, left the library, and headed back to my room. I got used to it because of time trial weekend, dude.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
Every time trial weekend, I went to sleep at 3 fucking a.m., dude. And I wake up at 6. I wake up at 6:45. That's not healthy.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Phew, another day's flown by. There wasn't an enemy attack today, but there's bound to be another one soon. I need to be ready. I should focus on training tomorrow. I'd like to look into the murders that Book talked about too. And I still haven't got a straight answer out of Hideko.
Hey!
There's so much to deal with that I don't even know where to start. I think I'll just sleep on it. Maybe things will be more clear in the morning. Well, things are definitely gonna be more clear in the morning, Takumi. The sun is gonna be out. I let out a long, hard yawn, switched off the lights. So ended my 19th day at Last Defense Academy. Sleep was I know, right? Oh, by the way, Mori and Jar and Ponte, we're not doing Danganronpa sessions tomorrow because Zubida has to do some stuff for today.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine.
We're gonna do one session in the morning of Sunday, which is the afternoon for you guys, and then at night of Sunday, I'm gonna do the 100th stream.
Get ready for your 20th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Early time trial weekend? I guess so. If I manage to get all the stuff I need to do done, that's gonna, yeah, we're gonna definitely cook.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to show up early. Morning again. I actually got a decent night's sleep for once. Now, what should I do today? Should I prepare for our next battle, or... Actually, I better get some breakfast before I make any decisions. Says Takumi, about to make a decision without going for breakfast. Alright. I'll hop into VC as soon as I'm back from work tomorrow. Hell yeah. More painting Hogwild incoming. Are you really still going for a world record? Because I saw you posted like a really depressing realization that you can't match Jordy's splits. Yeah, seriously, Amoy Jar, when are you joining the Crash Bandicoot speedruns, dude?
You have made my day, Sir Takumi. Am I right to interpret this as a marriage proposal?
Haven't even played it. There's always a first time. Hell yeah. I'm trying, bro. I really can't mesh his splits, but that's okay. I mean, I'm sure you're gonna get to that point. Like, there's a magic phenomenon that happens when you keep playing a level where your splits just start going down and you don't know why. If you play the level for long enough.
You have made my day, Sir Takumi. Am I right to interpret this as a marriage proposal?
I don't think I'll be able to run it at least in 20 FPS. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you have console, but there's console too.
Soldiers, it's time to hit the hay.
That game is on PS4, Xbox, and Switch. Although I wouldn't recommend playing it on Switch. If I get 3921, I would delete the game.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
I feel you, dude.
Well then, good night.
Huh? Another day's gone. Today went by in a flash. I better hit the sack before I start feeling hungry again. I wasn't all that tired, but I got into bed anyway and forced myself to go to sleep. When is Ava gonna attack 25? I'm raging locked. Well, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch shouldn't have rage unlock.
Up and Atom Troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 21st day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day
enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
I wanted to buy it on Steam. You can't? Is NFT banned in Russia? I got to the cafeteria and glanced around. Sure enough, Hideko wasn't there. What's her problem? At this rate, I'll never get to talk to her about that night. No, I can't. What the fuck? That's so weird. No, I can't give up. I'll ask her again today. I have to try.
Hey!
Morning, Takumi. I was just taking my tray to the table when Moko called out to me, chipper as ever. I turned around and saw that Nozomi was with her. Hey, you two. You're up and at it early today, huh? Good morning, Takumi. Want to eat with us? Sure, thanks. Why, you jolly, Moko? You jolly? I took a seat opposite the girls. Moko stared at me intently, like she had something to say but didn't know how to bring it up. Does she realize that you have a crush on Nozomi? Is that it? Is there something on my face?
No, of course not. I was just checking out your breakfast, that's all. You got a real good balance of macronutrients there. You can have some of my protein powder if you want a little extra, though.
I'm good, thanks.
How about drinks? You want to chug some raw eggs, maybe?
No, thank you. No, that's fine. I'm fine.
Aw, party pooper. Well, it's your loss.
Something is up with Moko. What does she really want to talk to me about? I think she realizes you're sort of got the hots for Nozomi. Maybe she's waiting for me to make the first move. But I'll look like a total creep if I'm wrong. Come on, Moko. Let's just come right out and ask him. Okay, so Nozomi also knows about it. Okay. What the fuck? Is it something related to Hiroko? I could probably pirate it. Should be locked for every region. That's accurate. Yeah, honestly, I stand behind that.
I was getting to it. Stuff like this calls for a delicate approach.
What are you guys on about? It's probably Hiroko. Yeah, okay.
For all we know, Hiroko's maidenly virtue could be at stake here.
Come on, Mocha. What about Hiroko?
Whoops, there I go again. Somebody call a plumber. We've got a leak.
Nice.
I'm sorry, Takumi. I really hope you don't take this the wrong way. But Moko and I have been talking, and we both think you and Hiroko have been acting a little strange lately.
Okay, they think we're banging. Right, I should have known this was coming. I wish we were banging.
We didn't want to pry, but it's been going on for a while, so...
No.
Sorry, Hana, we just didn't know how to bring it up.
Don't apologize. It's my fault for making you worry. Their concern was understandable. Things had been awkward between me and Hiroko ever since the incident. But what was I supposed to say? I had no idea why she was avoiding me. Well, some stuff happened, but I'm really not sure how to explain. I struggled to find the right words, but Nozomi did impress me.
It's okay if you don't want to talk about it right now. Just know that when you're ready, we'll be here for you.
That's really cool of you, Nozomi. Also, it makes sense for her because she is just someone that had to hide her secret about her involvement in the SDU for a long time, and she was really uncomfortable about talking about it to anyone. So I think she would understand that. Right. Thanks. My breath caught in my throat. For just a moment, I felt like I was talking to Karawa again.
I'll see what I can do to soften up Hiroko too. I know she's the type who likes to be on her own, but she's still a poor, vulnerable maiden at heart.
I don't know about that.
Even rabbits can die of loneliness. You boys have to show some sensitivity.
What does that have to do with it? I think it's because rabbits fuck a lot. I think that's what she's getting on. So they're never lonely. I don't know, Nozomi. I don't know Moko 90% of the time what she's talking about. I get the feeling this conversation is drifting away from its original topic. I don't have the energy to get it back on course though. I'll just smile and nod until it's over. It's like that Madagascar meme. Smile and nod, Kowalski. Smile and nod, or something like that. After finishing breakfast, I said goodbye to Moko and Nozomi and went back to my room. Alright, more vibrators for Kyoshika. Okay, what should I do today? The idea of this mystery killer still worries me, but the whole thing is kinda sketchy. Wasn't it Smile Wave? Oh, yeah, Smile and Wave. It's cause I don't remember the scene. I never saw the scene in English, I don't think. So I have to adapt. The invaders are a much more definite threat. I need to be ready for the next time they attack. How the fuck have I been playing this for an hour and a half, dude? Excuse me. Oh man, I have like half an hour still. You know what? I'm just gonna schedule the 100th stream Hold on. I'm just gonna schedule it right now. Choo doo choo doo. Choo 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 choo. Choo choo doo choo. Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Choo doo choo choo doo choo doo choo doo choo choo doo doo. All right, so if you guys wanna check out the, like if you guys wanna, I don't know how you do it, but if you guys wanna set the notification for that stream, that's gonna be it. Italian one was like cute and cuddly. What? Like be cute and cuddly? That's crazy. Choo 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 choo. There's like a 10% chance I might have to reschedule that, but hopefully I won't. I am my own notification.
You have made my day, Sir Takumi. Am I right to interpret this as a marriage proposal?
Choo choo doo choo doo choo. All right, Kyoshiko, what is up?
Let us speak of grand things today as well, Sir Takumi.
Like my dick.
What? You wish to know more about the Holy Jumanji sword?
If that's what you want to call it.
You already know her blade of justice drinks the blood of evildoers with relish.
Okay.
Despite her usually reticent disposition, she has a wild side to her as well.
She is a party girl, as you said.
I will never forget that cold winter day when I first met her.
Yeah, we do know a little bit about that from the romance route and how we still believe that the spirit of our grandpa is in that sword.
She was mistakenly delivered to my house from an online shopping platform, but the irresistible pull of fate made me take her in.
Okay.
I then bestowed the name Holy Jumanji Sword upon her, and decided we would embark on the path of swordsmanship together. She may not be the most well-known sword in the world, but the same goes for my own barely existent reputation.
That's a little sad, because it has a little more weight than it seems on the surface when Kyoshika puts it like that, like my barely existent reputation, because on top of just like meaning a swordsman or swordswoman's reputation, we do know that Kyoshika was very stray from any other kids her age back in the day. Her only connection was her grandpa, and like that is something interesting to think about, because her big dream is to have a family, right? As we learned from the romance route. So it doesn't make sense that she would want to become a hero. She would want to be someone that's sort of like respected by people, someone who has an influence on people. I feel like that's very noble.
Therefore, we shall hone ourselves together.
That is very kinky.
Besides, the Holy Jumanji sword and I are perfectly
Oh my god,
compatible. I will never let her go.
They are like leaning into the kinkiness of it. We are very compatible. Yeah. Choo 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 choo. YouTube fails me too much on those. YouTube is extremely unreliable, but so is Twitch. I have been notified of streams after they are finished, in both platforms. I don't know why it is so hard about notifying someone when streams start. but make sure to show up at the very beginning of that stream. Oh my god, the message is still here.
You have made my day, Sir Takumi. Am I right to interpret this as a marriage proposal?
Twitch notifications are so good, I didn't even know they'd exist. Yeah,
Hey,
dude.
soldiers, it's time to hit the hay.
You've been missing out.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Huh, today was pretty uneventful. What a great way to what a great way to showcase your beautiful storytelling. That's not to say I don't have any problem. I don't know, man. It just feels like Takumi is in front of like in front of a therapist, and he's like, today was pretty uneventful. That's not to say I don't have any problems. Like fucking, I have depression. I can't sleep, insomnia. I have this drug addiction. It's the whole thing. There's this girl that dumped me the other day. Doesn't it? That's not to say I don't have any problems. Hiroko, the killer, the invaders, there's still a lot I need to deal with. Out of all of them, Hiroko's probably the most urgent. If I don't patch things up with her soon, everyone else is going to worry. Twitch notifications used to suck back in the day. Now I just turn them off because they're annoying. Fair enough. I turn off my YouTube notifications. Like, YouTube just gets so messy. I just realized that I have to skip on school if I want to come on time for the next LDA stream. Bro, no, seriously? Oh, Christ. Oh, that sucks, dude. That sucks. I mean, you can see the cool thing I have prepared later too. That's no problem. Like, you know, if it's too much trouble, don't skip on school. If you have some, like, I'll be honest with you. I would, if I was in your shoes, I would skip school, but only if I don't have like a test or something. Like I skipped a lot of school back in the day. All right, tomorrow for sure. Wait, what? Wasn't Ava on day 25? Excuse me. Oops. I have 112 mentions of Ava on my document. What the fuck? Oh no, I guess it was day 21. I guess I'm stupid. No, yeah, it is day 21. I misremembered. Apologies. What the alarm? The enemy's attacking now?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
I'll figure something out. Sure thing, bro. Oh, never mind. I'm dumb as a log. I'll come in time. Did I schedule it properly? I think so, right? What time is it for you guys? Because it should be set to... For Ponte, it should be like midnight of... It should be like midnight of Sunday. And for you, it should be like 2 a.m., I believe. Yeah, something like that. 10:45 p.m. in my time, really? It's gonna be night. I thought it was p.m. Oh, okay. Time has Ponte. Beautiful, beautiful. Uh-oh, I better get going. I was out of bed before the first echoes of the alarm had faded. We can do this. I won't let anybody die this time. Taking the briefest moments of... My god. Taking the briefest of moments to psych myself up, I rushed out the door and made my way to the war room.
A night attack? Seriously? Don't these bastards ever sleep? There's a lot more of them than last time, too. They're really going all out.
Huh? Tsubasa, you think maybe that bomb of yours can take them out? Sorry, it's taken a while to put it all together. There's no way it'll be ready for this battle.
For real? We've gotta fight all these enemies by ourselves?
Don't worry, I'll fight too.
Really, Kaku? Where's this coming from? She's made a point of staying out of our battles until now. And not to mention how overprotective Ima is. Yeah, this is like very convenient because from Timeline 0, Kaku and Ima have been sort of the ace on our sleeves for the battles with Ava, even though I rarely use them.
I can't just stand on the sidelines and let you all protect me. I've been training hard so I can handle myself out there. Please let me join you.
I'll be happy to have you with us. But are you sure about this?
There's nothing I can do when she gets like this. I tried to persuade her to reconsider, but it didn't work. She even threatened to sever our sibling bond. The idea was so distressing I passed out on the spot.
Nice.
The point is, I'm fighting and there's nothing you can do about it. Don't interfere, brother dearest.
I've been training too, by the way. If push comes to shove, I'll jump in and protect my dear sister.
I'll fight too. I'm sorry about before.
You too, Shoma?
You don't gotta worry about this guy. I've trained him up so he won't embarrass himself.
That's right. I've gone from being mowed on a bathroom floor to mowed on a toilet seat. It's a huge upgrade. I'm gonna screenshot this. That's funny.
Nice to see you guys finally showing some backbone. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's unproductive parasites.
Well, they did take care of the school back when that threatening message forced us to leave. But with this intruder on the loose, it might actually be more dangerous for them to hang back while the rest of us go to fight.
That's a good point. You coming too, Darumi? I don't know. I'd love to show up as a mutilated corpse waiting for you when you get back. That's such a classic killing game opening. But I guess it could be fun to go wild and massacre a bunch of enemies too. Alright, I'm in.
That's the spirit.
Now that's decided, we shouldn't waste any more time. We'll be mobilizing all team members for this battle. Team leader, give the order.
Right. It's been so long since Hiroko spoke to me, she caught me off guard. This is no time to get flustered though. I need to focus on the battle. Nice to have almost everyone here. I think we're only missing Eito and Ava. Yep, only Eito and Ava. I wonder how this battle is gonna go. Because we've had so many choices about keeping Ava alive. I feel like Yugamo might step in and kill her, or maybe even Veshna's herself. Alright, 3 waves. I mean, that's normal, because second wave is the mist generators. Okay.
I'm all set. Here goes. I can't move.
Prepped and ready.
Hey, this! Just watch me. That's what I'm talking about! Yes!
Let's do it to it!
Oh, wait.
Let me at him! Get the hell out of my way! Did you see that?
Let's go!
Nice. Tempo.
Leave it to me.
Time.
Let's get to the killing. Stinks, doesn't it? I'm good to go. How about this? You make. Let's get to the killing. Does this do it for you? I can't wait. I'm good to go. Stinks, doesn't it? Let's get to the killing. Does this do it for you? You make a lovely corpse. My turn. Take that! Say when. Take this! Oh, here we go. Ha! Let's go. That's it. Here we go. Not bad.
I'm good whenever. Hi-ya!
Right? Where's the mist makers? There they are.
What gives? I can't see the enemy in this. We're sitting ducks out here.
Sir Takumi, how are we to deal with this mist?
We'll do the same thing we did in my future.
Kako, make your way outside the mist and snipe the enemy from a distance. Ima, you'll have to cover her. Both of you. Hurry.
So, I just protect my dear sister from any harm that comes her way? Now that I can do.
Okay.
Whew. Thanks for that, Hiruko.
Don't waste time talking.
Damn.
Concentrate on the battle.
Get wrecked, Takumi. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. There's the girl.
Two arms!
Okay, can't hit her with Kyoshka.
Let's go.
I think I'm gonna just spring trap.
Here we go. Yeah. Good to go. That's it. Say when. Here. Good to go. That's it.
Boom. Great job, Kaku. Couldn't have done it without you.
Takumi, this commander, is she?
Yeah, she's the one we took prisoner in my future.
I'm here this time. I won't allow that kind of worthless sentiment.
Okay, so it's gonna be Hiriko, actually.
Huh? But
We'll talk about this later. We have to defeat her first.
I think Hiriko is doing that intentionally to prevent some sort of alteration she knows is gonna happen in this future if we leave her alive.
Here we go.
Very interesting. Shoot. Oh no, get Rex, dude. Who can I use to kill her? That army's a good one.
I can't wait.
But I really need to take care of these first.
Onward!
Do you know Gaku could destroy these two?
I've got this.
But I don't know if that would be the right thing to do. Cause honestly, I want to have Takumi on the side of Ava. So I think I'm I don't know. I don't understand why Ava's name is written in Futurin. I like mostly for edging purposes, I think, because if you got this as your first route in the second timeline, like they wouldn't want to reveal her name right away while she hasn't spoken her name yet, you know? I think that's the only reason.
Two arms!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Kyosho can do it.
Leave it to two arms!
But I would still have to use a spring trap, which I wanted to keep for Takumi.
Full throttle.
Oh, I could use Takemaru. No. If I boost him with Nozomi... Oh my god, I hate this.
My turn.
I want to do this in one turn.
Let me handle it.
No, it's not worth it.
Leave it to me.
Whatever.
Let us begin. Leave it to me. This should hinder them.
Didn't she mention her name in Timeline 0? No, they couldn't talk to her in Timeline 0.
This is my true power! I've got you!
Alright, 80 HP. What are your counters again? Wow, okay. Pretty annoying, I will say, but I don't think you deal a whole lot of damage. So maybe we can work with Hideko, actually.
Time to move.
Yep.
All right, let's get started.
Attack boost.
I'm all worked up now. Ready whenever. Now then.
Agility
I'll put
potion.
this to good use. Time for battle. I'll chop you to pieces. Broken so soon. All right, let's get started. Out of my way. How unsatisfying. Now then, right here. All right.
Alright, that's already
Let's get
9.
started.
That already works for me.
Die. Ready whenever. I'll chop you to pieces. Not that. My turn. Out of my way. I lost him. I can still fight. I'll put this.
Why did I do that?
Not
That was the wrong thing.
Right here.
Sorry.
Hardly a child. I'll put this to good use. I can still fight. Right here. Not yet. I'll put this to good use. I can still fight. Right here.
What an insane 1v1.
Don't
Not
under-
really.
I can still fight. I can hardly contain myself. Not yet. Don't. Not
Intense? Yeah, it's still not
I can
intense.
still take this.
It's pretty much a one-sided beatdown.
Hardly a chance. Not yet. Out of my way. Hardly a check.
Because you have cheat potions? Hey, it's not cheating if it's in the game. Sorry to break it to you, buddy.
Yeah, we won. Now we just have to finish off the commander.
If only this game's battle system would be more complex, seriously.
Shouldn't be too hard. She's basically on her way out already.
We looks down at the defeated commander.
Please, don't kill me.
Huh? Did she just say something?
My name is Ava, the paragon of nature. I beg of you, please spare my life. I surrender. I'll come quietly, so
Hideko, that's your cue.
just let me live. I don't want to die.
The terrified invader raised a trembling hand and brought it to her mask. Then she removed it to reveal what was underneath.
This is the commander's true face? She's no different from us.
It's just like you said, Takumi. You'd almost think she was human.
She looks roughly the same age as us as well. This certainly isn't what I expected to be concealed under that mask.
Speaking of masks, didn't you say something about that too, Takumi? Don't the commanders consider removing their masks a sign of surrender?
Yeah, that and a way of showing respect to your opponents.
And it's one of their religious teachings they never go against, right?
That's if what Takumi told us is true, anyway.
Oh, do we gotta find out who's lying now? Who should we string up first?
Damn.
Her taking off her mask makes no difference. Hurry up and kill her.
Hey.
What?
But doesn't that seem a little cruel?
Not as cruel as attacking at night and trying to kill us in our beds.
Very interesting, because that's exactly what Eito tried to do in Timeline 0.
She's also the reason Ima had to get turned into Sirei, right?
That felt like a jab at Hideko.
Personally, I think that operation sounds like an interesting challenge. How about you, Ima?
Good question. It's a tough choice, all right.
What's so tough about it? She caused you so much suffering in the future. She's just going to betray us again this time. There's no point sparing an enemy if it means losing an ally later.
Yep.
I'm with Kako on this one. Besides, people who hide their true faces should never be trusted.
Great point, Miss Kurara Osuzuki.
That's not very convincing coming from you, Miss Osuzuki.
If we're gonna kill her anyway, can't I keep her as a research subject? I'd love to see what invaders' bodies are like on the inside.
Sure thing, Yagama.
Wait, please. I don't know anything about this previous timeline you're talking about. But I would never defy God's teachings. I've lost the battle. I surrender. You can do what you want with me, but please, don't kill me.
The commander's pleas were getting more and more desperate.
Takumi, please. I really think we should spare her.
Are we gonna have another choice to keep her alive? It's like gonna be the 7th.
We can't kill someone who's this afraid to die. Can we?
Well, Mr. Sumino, what's it to be?
Seriously?
Takumi, brother dearest, stand aside.
Oh, okay. Kaka's gonna do it. It's gonna pull a box of, she's gonna pull a box of Calamity Route on us.
If you won't kill her, I'll do it myself. I need to get stronger, and this is the fastest way to do that.
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please, don't kill me.
Takumi, can't you do something? We've already won the battle. Can't we just let her live?
What do you think, Takumi?
Anger, sadness, pity, desperation, fear. Everywhere I looked, somebody looked back at me with a different expression. They're all waiting for me to make the call. Wow, we are actually doing this. It wasn't an easy decision, but I knew what I had to do.
We're not going to kill her.
Thank you.
Let's take her prisoner like before.
Thank you. Okay.
What? Have you lost your feeble excuse for a mind?
Why kill Eito but let this invader live? If you're gonna make these big decisions, can't you be a little more consistent?
I didn't want to kill Eito, but I had to keep everyone safe.
I love Takumi based. I'm just glad we didn't have a choice. I'm fed up with the choices of keeping Eva alive. There's so many of them.
Anyway, we'll learn from the mistakes we made in my future and keep security on our prisoner extra tight.
But she could still escape or turn on us some other way.
Our team leader has made his decision. We have to abide by it. And since we can understand the invader's language now, it could provide a tactical advantage too. If we take this commander prisoner, we can interrogate her and potentially learn something that will help us out later.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not just going soft here. You've got to believe me.
I know, right? You shouldn't even be allowed to choose to kill her. She sounds very disappointed. Extremely disappointed. I was about to mention it.
I suppose that makes sense. What do you think, Lady Kako?
If there's a proper reason for it, I guess that's okay.
I hadn't expected Hideko to be so supportive, but thanks to her, the mood was starting to change. Everyone was still clearly conflicted, but they were starting to come around to the idea I'd proposed.
I'm in favor of taking the commander prisoner.
Same here! So what if she escaped into Kumi's future? We just gotta make sure that doesn't happen this time.
I'm half expecting Veshness to show up and absorb her.
Fine. If you're all going to insist, I guess I'll go along with it.
I think we should spare her too. I'll help take care of her and everything.
If we need to torture her at any point, can you let me do it?
Sure thing, Yugama.
What kind of screams do invaders make? Just imagining it is giving me goosebumps.
Hell yeah.
Ugh! Sir Yugamu!
Oh
Tell
my
your
god.
little Yugamu to calm down.
The fact that we actually have evidence that that's what he calls it is crazy.
Forget the commander. Someone put this guy in a cage.
I'm on your side, Gaku.
Sounds like the matter's decided. The rest is up to you, team leader.
First things first, let's get her into a cage. We'll use a sturdier lock than we did in my timeline too.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Here's for Hideko and Kako. Salt, salt, salt. Crazy.
I'd never forgive myself if I died here. No matter what, I need to make it home one day.
We summoned the drones to take the prisoner away and locked her up in the courtyard. We were all exhausted from our late night battle. We staggered back to our rooms afterwards for some well-earned rest. Hell yeah, brother. It's interesting to have Ava in the cage as well, because let's not forget that we did take her prisoner in the mystery route as well, because there's like CGs from when Takame falls asleep for 50 days and he wakes up and he finds Ava dead in a cage. I wonder if we're somehow setting up a similar scenario to the mystery route, because we do know that this route is somehow going to be connected to time loop, which seems inevitably like it's gonna connect to the mystery route. So definitely something to keep in mind, that we're sort of keeping the same status quo as the mystery route had in terms of the people who can potentially die. So I wonder if we're gonna use the same CGs maybe at some point. I think it's possible, because mystery route is so weird. Like, I actually have no idea 90% of the things that happen in mystery route, like why are they happening. So yeah, anyway, boys and girls, this is it for session 99 of 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Sunday, we're gonna cook. Like I said, I've said this so many times, but please make sure to show up at the very start of the stream, because there's gonna be something really cool there. It's one of the coolest things I've done in the channel, probably the coolest thing. So I don't want you guys to miss it. But if you do miss it, you're gonna be able to see it later. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. And I'm very interested in where this route is going to. It feels like it's going to be a very complex route. It feels like Darumi is going to be a big player in it. And as well as Takumi having this gi, it's going to give us a lot more context on Takumi and maybe we get into the time loop. I actually can't tell. Maybe we're gonna get little bits of it, but one thing is for certain. We need to look out for day 24 and 25, because that is the day that Kako is supposed to be transported to the killing game route, if she's the sponsor. If another one shows up on that same day, we might be a little iffy on whether or not Kako really is the sponsor in the killing game route, so we need to look out for that. And let's not forget that day 63, Eito time-leapt from the Calamity Box route to another timeline, and supposedly that's the only possibility. It should be this one, so we also need to be keeping an eye out for that. Well, I'll wish you guys a good day, and I'll catch some of you tomorrow with Crash Bandicoot and hopefully all of you on Sunday with episode 100 of 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Have a good one. See you guys later. Bye-bye.